Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Well, it's Monday, and you know what that means? It's time for our horoscopes. That's right. Here we are. We got our big zodiac wheel. We're going to spin around it today and see what's in the stars for you. So keep it here because we're going to cover the transits, and then we'll have individual horoscopes for every zodiac sign. So everybody watching this video today, you are going to get a horoscope. Before we get into that, I want to just give a big shout out and say thank you to all of you who came out to this past weekend's videos. If you're away over the weekend, didn't get to see it, we had our Saturday. On Saturday, we had our spirituals class and seance. You guys seemed to really enjoy that. Thank you for all the wonderful comments. On Sunday, last night, we had the Witching Hour. It was a live broadcast. We took questions about Wicca. So if you didn't see both of those, make sure to check them out there in the queue right before this one. Also, if you get a chance today, some of you have been asking about my books. Yes, I do have a number of books out. Pop over to my website. The link will be below, psychicbob.com. And I've got a bookstore there. You can buy all of these books that I've written and published. Ouija Mysteries, The Spirit Board Seances. Messages from Rose about my work with my spirit guide Rose, who you guys saw on Saturday when I channeled her. Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. A lot of you have been asking about this. Definitely check it out. Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. All of these and more books that I've written are available at my website, psychicbob.com, so definitely check those out below. Also, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, I am still taking calls for that. We've been getting a number of calls. Don't worry, guys, we are getting back to you. My office line to reach me, 703-825-3929. Give me a call, and we'll get you on the schedule. My private readings are an hour long, and we cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones, all of that and more. So definitely reach out to me and give me a call. We'll get you on. All right, well, we're going to jump into it and spin around our big wheel today. I tell you, we got a lot going on here. Well, first of all, let me say that we are officially now in the sign of Libra, okay? And then we're going to switch over to Scorpio on October 23rd, which is tomorrow. So happy birthday to any of our Libras here, and happy birthday to our Scorpios. So today we're in the sun sign of Libra. Tomorrow we're moving over into Scorpio. Libra is an air sign. Scorpio is a water sign. So what's interesting is there are a lot of transits this week that are dealing with emotional, kind of intensity. And it's interesting that our sun's going into a water sign that deals with a lot of deep emotions. This week may be a little more sensitive than most, but you may feel a little on edge, a little more sensitive. Not to worry. We're going to show you how to get through that, okay? So let's go through our transits. All right, here we are. By the way, these horoscopes and all of this information is for the period of Monday, October 22nd, 2018 through Sunday, October the 28th, 2018. Okay, so we're going Monday through Sunday, October 22nd through October 28th. All right, so listen up. All right, today is Monday. As I said, our sun's in Libra. Today we've got our moon in Pisces. Okay, we've got our sun in opposition to Uranus, which is going to be there all week. I'll discuss that in a second. Our moon is trine Jupiter, and Mercury is square Mars. What this all adds up to is today, please be careful with your words. People are going to be a little oversensitive. There's a lot of air energy to make conversation fly, but there could be miscommunication. So be very careful. You got to trust your inner voice if you want to get to success. That moon trine Jupiter gives us a lot of inner wisdom to be successful. So listen to your inner voice. Don't always listen to the gossip. Go within, okay? Now, one of the transits that we have, and this is every day this week, our sun is in opposition to Uranus. Now, a lot of astrologers will say that in opposition, that's when it's directly in front of the planet. So, for example, on Uranus, it's the full, the sun is directly in opposition to it. It's a full-on direct 90 degrees from it. What that means, well, some people say it means negative stuff. I think of it as actually a power transit. I don't think it's necessarily bad. But what it does mean, Uranus is the planet that brings kind of quirkiness, radical behavior, kind of zany energy. Sometimes it's radical in the extreme. This week with the sun in opposition to Uranus, this opens up a lot of sudden insights, a lot of creative inspiration. So this week, all of you, be very open to the zaniness that may come to you in your mind or through other people's minds. You might be tempted to write people and say, that person wants to say this and that, they're crazy. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's Sun in opposition to Uranus energy, and it could actually end up being something very brilliant. So all week I want you to be aware of that. Pay attention to the insanity. No, it's not all insane. Some of it will be fun and light. Some of it will be a little quirky. But listen to the inspirations that come, because there may be something to them for you. Okay? And listen to other people. Be open-minded this week to things outside of the standard or the orthodox. Okay? That's what that means. All right, so now going into Tuesday, the 23rd, we've got our moon moving over into Aries here. That's going to be fire energy. Now we have our sun, as I told you, moving into Scorpio. So we got fire and water. That creates a little bit of opposition, but then they say opposites attract. Our sun is again opposition to Uranus. Mercury is square Mars, and Venus is opposition to Uranus. What this means is Tuesday's probably going to be our strongest day for people acting really strange and erratic. Even the most conservative, tight-lipped person, you may find tomorrow and Tuesday, they're rambling and acting a little strange. You yourself may be rambling and acting a little strange. Everybody's got to give each other a lot of space just to express themselves. Don't feel the need to squash anybody down. Keep your focus on your inspiration. That's how you get through. Now, going into Wednesday, the 24th of October, our moon is moving over to Taurus. That's earth energy. That's going to ground everything down. That will be nice after these past 2 days of a lot of air and water energy. So we're going to have earth energy on Wednesday. Our sun is in opposition to the moon, which basically means it's the full moon. Okay, and that full moon is in Taurus. That brings prosperity and wealth. Okay, our sun is in opposition to Venus, which means that there may be kind of, intense relations between people. You may get very inspired or directly attracted to people. And our moon is trine Saturn, which brings real direct laser focus, particularly in business. So Wednesday is our day for business success. You want to work on getting a new job, make a contract, go through, complete a sale, try to get a new job, all of that. Wednesday is your power day. Really focus on success in business on Wednesday, okay? Good, there. Now, going into Thursdays, we still have our moon in Taurus, which is that wonderful earth grounding energy. We've got our sun in opposition to Uranus again. Remember what that we talked about with that. Our moon is trine Pluto, and Saturn is trine Uranus. What this means is you want to focus on long-term goals. There's going to be a lot of inspiration to see the bigger picture and to push forward. So it's a really good day, again, Thursday, the 25th, for business. Okay. Now, as we end the week going into Friday, we've got our moon still in Taurus. That day on Friday, we've got our Mercury conjunct Jupiter. Very strong, powerful aspect for communications. What it all means is keep talking. Communication leads to success. So it's not the day to blow off people, ignore them. Sit down and engage them. Let them engage you and watch what happens. Deals get going, jobs get created, and prosperity comes. Okay. Going into Saturday, we've got our moon moving over to Gemini. That's that air energy, which is always fun, but this time it could be a little chancy because our moon is square Neptune, which means that you may be a little disconnected from your inner voice on Saturday, and you might be all air energy, talk, talk, talk. But be careful what you say. Don't make assumptions, because with that moon square Neptune, you may be making wrong assumptions and run your mouth, say the wrong thing, and step on some people in a bad way. So be very careful with how you speak on Saturday, because you'll be very tempted to get carried away with yourself. All right, it's probably a better day just to go shopping and keep things light and don't get into serious discussions, okay? Going into Sunday, we've got our moon still in Gemini. Again, that air energy. However, we got our moon trine Venus and Mercury conjunct Jupiter. What this means is there'll be a sense of success, and there's a lot of love energy in the air. So you'll feel prosperous, you'll share the wealth, you'll be in love with life, life's in love with you, and you'll have a little romance in the mix, it looks as well. Sundays are a great romance day, day for dating, day for just kind of exploring, getting to know people. Okay, so definitely be open to social gatherings, be open to love. All right. So there you go, guys. Oh my gosh. Well, we went through all 7 days. Now, we're going to go around the wheel here, and we're going to go through all 12 zodiac signs and see what is in the stars for you. All right, so listen up. Now, I'm going to give the birth dates after, excuse me, I'm losing my voice there. I'm going to give the birth date range after each zodiac sign. So if you don't know what your sign is, listen, because you'll hear the birth date range, and that will be your sign, where your birthday falls. Now, again, I got to say it, I do get it every week. People call me freaking out saying, Bob, the other astrologer said that I'm a Pisces. My birthday is March 21st, but according to your chart, I'm an Aries. What am I? Well, you're what we call a cusp sign. And that means that you're on the edge of both signs. Don't let that stress you out. That means you get 2 horoscopes. So you get twice the knowledge. And in time, you'll start to say, you know what, I feel more like this one or that one. You'll get a sense of what sign you are, okay? So, for example, my mom's on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. And she swears she's a Sagittarius. She reads both of the horoscopes. She always says, I'm a Sagittarius. Now, there are some astrologers who would say she's a Scorpio, but she said she's a Sagittarius. And you know what? She's a Sagittarius. As far as she's concerned, that's good enough for me. All right. So we're going to spin around our wheel here. Now, listen closely, guys, all right? Our first sign on the wheel is Aries, March 21st through April 19th. Aries, this is a week of inspiration for you. It's a week of artistic pursuit. It's a week of being outside the norm. You're going to find in work that you want to approach problems through a non-linear method. Don't go A, B, C, go A, M, Z, Q, back to B. This is the way it's going to work for you. Other people, strangely, are going to get it and follow you. So you have a lot of leadership energy and you have a lot of creativity as well this week. In the area of relationships, same thing. It's like, don't be stuck in a rut. Don't be stuck in a cycle. Just be free with your partner. Go and enjoy yourself. Go see things you haven't seen. Be open to new experiences. Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to new beginnings in relationships. So it's like it can be all new again. If you're single, you're going to end up in a chance of a new relationship this week. And if you're in a relationship, it's like it starts fresh. So be open to that creative process. Your key word this week, Aries, is creative. Or we could say creativity. Either of those, creative. All right. There we go. Our next sign on the wheel is Taurus, and that's April 20th through May 20th. Taurus, this week you want to definitely be involved in conversations. Don't sit out of meetings. Don't skip events. Be present, be there, and share. Share your words, share your ideas. People want to hear it. And relationships also this week, Taurus, make sure that you're present emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. You're going to find that people want to hear from you. They want your ideas. They want your input. And if you're present, it will lead to success for you. Also highlighted for Taurus this week are issues connected to business development. So it's a really good time for you to think about if you want to branch out on your own. Maybe you've had some idea in your mind how you could develop a company. Go ahead and really explore that this week, Taurus. A lot of success energy around that. Your key word this week, Taurus, is communicate. All right. Keep talking. Chat, chat, chat. All right. Our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st through June 20th. Gemini, this week is a seriously, well, I hate to say dangerous week for you. There are so many traps set right now to catch you, not catch you in a lie, but catch you in an assumption. Be very careful, Gemini, that you have all your facts in front of you. If you're at work, don't just assume that the boss knows what your schedule is. Make sure to send it in an email, double check it, write it, communicate it. It may seem like overkill, but this is what keeps you out of trouble this week, Gemini. Also, with any social activities or if you're romance, don't make assumptions. Put everything down in writing this week and double communicate it. Call them, speak it, as well as write it. You're going to have to do this in business life as well as social. But the good thing is, if you can do that, it keeps you out of trouble and the week's really smooth, okay? So be focused on that. Also, highlighted for Geminis here this week are issues that connected to occult studies. So, it's a good time to maybe study astrology or spiritualism or Wicca. Get into some mystical stuff and let that work on your mind also. Your key word this week, Gemini, is slow. Just slow everything down. Double check all your statements. You'll rock it. All right. Our next sign on the wheel is Cancer. That's June 21st through July 22nd. Cancers, this week people around you will be asking a lot of questions. Don't just jump in with answers. Pause, think about your response, reflect on, kind of what it is that you really want to communicate, and then say it, and maybe say it twice. People are going to be looking for answers, but don't feel the need to rush to a response. You have the time and the power and the influence this week to slow everything down and answer in your own time. Don't feel pressured to rush to anything in work or in social life. In relationships, you're going to find that this is going to be a week where you may have a lot of heart-to-hearts with your partner or potential partner about kind of where you see relationships going. Keep that conversation going. But again, don't feel pressured to instantly give responses. Take it slow, okay? Also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to real estate investments. So it's a good time to explore making some extra cash through real estate, buying a property, flipping it, buying some land as an investment, all these sort of things. Your key word this week, Cancer, is reflect. Reflect inwardly before acting outwardly. Reflect. All right. Our next sign is Leo, July 23rd through August 22nd. Leos, you are in tune with the higher self this week. You are seeing the future and you know it. Be open this week to daring to express that, being able to share that, help others join you in your vision, help them to see the new path that you're proposing, and this will be good. In the area of relationships, it's also a very good time for Leos this week to think about the future and talk about that with your partner, about where you can see your relationship going. They're going to be very open to the discussion, and you'll have a lot of joy and success in understanding really how close you are and how much you're on the same page, okay? Also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to Leos, pardon me. Also highlight for Leos this week are issues connected to artistic pursuits. So a good time to take an art appreciation class or delve into some painting yourself or go to a museum. Okay, your key word this week, Leo, is visualize. All right. Our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. Virgos, you are in the winner's circle again this week. This is a powerful time for Virgos because it's like whatever you touch turns to gold. And so in the area of work, Virgo, trust your creative side, trust your inspiration. Even if it's a little wacky, people will love it. And you're going to find that you have the ability to win friends and influence people and close deals and make good money. Okay, in the area of relationships also, Virgo, people are just drawn to you. There's a lot of energy for attraction for you now, and people want to know you, be part of your world. And if you're single, it's a great time. You're going to end up in a relationship. And if you're in a relationship, it's like it's all new again. It's like you just started, and that's that joy and that excitement. So it's a good time in love and romance for Virgos. Also highlighted for Virgos this week are issues connected to home purchases. So it may be a good time to invest in a property for your life to live in, okay, like a house that you'll live in. Your key word this week, Virgo, is win with capital W. You're winning. All right, I'm going to hang out with them. I need some winning energy. All right, our next sign on the wheel is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, I'm telling you right now, you got your finger on the pulse of the business world. You got a sense of identity, a sense of where it's all going. You're going to find this week that people want to bring you into their inner circle. They want to work with you. They want to do business with you. So Libras would do very well this week to kind of go through your list of contacts, think about who you've been wanting to work with, reach out. There's a lot of powerful energy for communication, particularly for Libras in the area of business, okay? In the area of relationships this week, Libra, might be a little challenging, at least on the personal side, because you may find that because there's a lot of this energy of Venus, what is it here? Venus is in opposition to Uranus this week, and also the Sun is in opposition. Sometimes those combinations make it a little harder for certain air signs to move forward in relationships. So if you're feeling a little stuck in that area, don't worry, just put your energy into business. In the next few weeks, these transits change. there'll be more strength for the romance side. But for right now, think about business. That's where the power is. And you know, I say when you work with the energy that is present, then you are successful, okay? Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to psychic development. So it's a good time to work on your tarot reading, your inner meditations, all of that. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is opportunity. Watch for the opportunities and take them. You're going to make it. All right. Let's see. Our next sign is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd through November 21st. You know, Scorpios, this week you are in channeling mode. You are seeing the future. You're in tune with everybody. It's just a powerful week. In work, you're going to find that you get a lot of new ways, creative inspirations to break through blocks. Trust those, run with them. And Scorpio, let the higher self lead this week in love and in romance. In business and in love, or business and romance. What you're going to find in relationships is that you're really feeling the energy of your partner or potential partner. And so let that energy soak in you, get to feel it, know them, and when you speak to them, you'll be on the same page, the same wavelength. Really good energy for Scorpios right now for business and for love. So there you go. Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to education and schooling. So you may want to be exploring, picking up another degree or getting some certifications. They're going to help you move along in the business side of things. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is inspiration. Be open to it. Be open to inspiration. Inspiration. All right, our next sign is Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. Oh, Sagittarius, as fire signs, you want to just be full of energy, and usually you are the great communicators. Sagittarius make great philosophers and teachers. This week, Sagittarius, I gotta be honest, don't hate saying about, but you're gonna be a little challenged because people will not receive your message in the correct light that you mean it. Don't keep trying to repeat it because they're not open to it. Stay silent. Try not to engage or over-engage, I should say, with people. If people don't understand what you're saying, put it on the shelf for now, let it sit. You may have this trouble also, Sagittarius, in relationships. Maybe a little challenging to get your partner or potential partner to understand your point of view. They may be a little intransigent in their point of view. So this is going to be a week where Sagittarius are a little challenged in getting on with people. Don't let that upset you too much, because really what it means is that the spirit world wants you to focus on your inner life, your inner self. Great time for retreats, and inner reflection. Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to letters and letter writing. So rather than trying to explain yourself in a verbal thing, maybe write down what you're thinking. Share that because it has a way of getting people to focus. So looks like that's going to be important also this week. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is silence. Practice silence. You can't get them to understand, so just be silent. All right. Our next sign on the wheel, Capricorn. That's December 22nd through January 19th. Capricorns, you and the Virgos must be hanging out together because Capricorns have a lot of prosperity around them this week. This is a great week in the work area for Capricorn as well as in the love area. You're going to find that people are drawn to you. You've got a captive audience and your ideas are approved. And people in positions of power want to push you forward. It's a good week for Capricorns to focus on career advancement, for raises, getting new business projects going, all of that, okay? You're going to see also here, it's also highlighted issues connected to banking and investments. So it's also a good time while you're raking in the dough, which you will. Think about where to invest that, how to put in banks to preserve it, so you have a little nest egg going forward. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is success. All right, our next sign, Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. Oh, Aquarius, I tell you, it's something in the air. All of these transits right now are making you look glamorous to people. You're going to find in the area of business that people are drawn to you as much for your sense of style as much as your ideas. So this is a glamour week for Aquarius. You're going to look good. You're going to feel good. You're going to have a lot of people drawn to you. A little bit of romance. Aquarians may find that people start flirting with them that normally would not have. So be open to new beginnings and love this week, Aquarius, because you're going to find that business and pleasure actually start to crisscross in your life, And you may have a situation at work where a workplace romance starts. Well, be open to it. I don't always encourage that, but in Aquarians' cases, it looks like it's going to happen anyways. So be open to love, be open to new beginnings, and be open to business success, because people will feel confident about your association and want to invest in you. So it's a good time to work on salary growth as well as your own career growth. Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to luxury shopping. So it's a good time just to take some time out and treat yourself to something special. Go shopping and indulge in a little luxury shopping. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is love with a big L. People are in love with you. You're in love with the world. All right. Our next sign is Pisces, and that's February 20th through March 20th. Pisces, I'm telling you, you and the Scorpios must be connected this week, because you are in prophetic vision mode. Pisces are going to have a sense of the whole cosmos, the actions, the energy, the earth, what's going on every place around them. And you're going to have visions and understand it all. Now, people around you probably aren't going to get it, so you may not want to share everything you're experiencing, but particularly in work this week, look ahead and share what you're seeing in that area, because people will receive you and be open to that, and that's going to lead to success. In their personal relationships this week, Pisces, got to be honest, maybe a little challenging. It's not that people don't love you, but it's that you're in such an exalted state psychically. It may be hard to come down and focus on connecting to people just on a basic, let's go on a date energy. You're going to be more in the kind of the global prophetic mode this week, and feeling the need to kind of step back and evaluate a lot of data that's coming from the spiritual world. Let that happen. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to travel. So you might want to just explore that deeper mystical reality by going somewhere, maybe jump on a plane and go to the Aztec or Inca ruins in Peru, go to Machu Picchu, go explore the ancient mysteries of Lemuria, go somewhere in the world and discover the truth of mystical truth. Also, so yes, highlighted is travel, and your key word, Pisces, is prophecy. Ooh, I'm listening. Tell me a prophecy. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe that? We spun around our giant wheel. Wasn't that fun? When it was there, your horoscopes were all 12 zodiac signs. Now listen, I gotta say, because sometimes people write me in a panic. They're like, Bob, I heard that the astrology is dangerous because the stars take over our whole lives and we don't have any freedom. No. Listen, the stars do not compel you. They are forces of energy that have influence that will open you to currents of energy. But you decide what you want. You don't have to listen to any astrologer or any psychic tells you that you're under the control and this is how it's going to be. No. The stars are an influence, but the greater influence comes from your higher self. So keep faith, hope, and love in your heart, and you're going to be attuned to the cosmos, and it'll be attuned to you, and things will move forward in a more productive and positive way. Okay. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up here. I am so glad you're here. Listen, tell me in the box below, are you a cusp zodiac sign? What do you feel about that? And maybe you have a different interpretation of your zodiac sign than it's traditional. Tell me what you think about your sign. For example, people always say, like, for example, Pisces. Pisces are romantics. Well, maybe you're a Pisces who's very logically oriented, not romantic, Share that with me as well. I want to hear what your thought is about your zodiac sign, who you are, what you are, and how you feel about it. Tell me in the box below. Listen, if you get a chance, pop over to my website. Again, psychicbob.com. Link will be below. Stop by, pick up my books at my bookstore, or call me to schedule a reading. I still have a few openings for this week. 703-825-3929. We'll get you on. You guys are the best. I love you. I'm sending blessings to all of you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Oh, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. Oh, messages from the spirit world. That's right. You can also put your questions for messages from the spirit world in the box below. So send me your questions. We'll have little mini psychic readings tomorrow of messages from the spirit world. You guys rock. Love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. In the meantime, hit subscribe, hit the bell, be part of my channel, and we'll see you then. Until we meet again, may you always blessed